10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
What's up, Dash League? It's your man Kastle over here in the booth, currently alone. I'm hoping to get someone else with me, otherwise it's just us. We've got an exciting match for you today. First match of Cycle 3, and it's going to be a doozy. CT versus Loop. This is in Dasher tier, and honestly, I think everyone should know these teams at this point. It's going to be a good one. But let's talk about the more interesting topic. For this cycle, the predetermined maps, as you can already see on the screen, payload, we've got Abyss, which is the newest addition to the payload lineup. And for the nomination, we've got the new map straight from Hyperdash headquarters, Volcano. So this cycle's a little bit off standard. That's the way to put it. A little bit odd. A lot of teams have seen this cycle with a little bit of trepidation, but I've been seeing teams really preparing, and especially Loop. On D, we screened them on Volcano, and I will say ZT has their work cut out for them. It's going to be fun. But that being said, if any team can contend with the power of Loop, it would be ZT. I mean, just look at those players. You got a lot of skill, a lot of experience on ZT side. So it's going to be an interesting one. But currently, teams right now, and we'll list them off as we see them. We've got the one, the only, not Gollum, captain of Loop, and their primary Rocketeer, Kart Rider, and all-around objective focuser. We'll see him a lot playing objective. Other players, of course, Lateralis, the board admin, everyone should know that name by now, joined Loop this season, leaving O for this lineup. And it's looked like they're already stacking with Lazarus, the other previous O, or now other player. Willow, other captain, and one of the two original founders of Loop, and they're just waiting on their fifth. I think it is going to be Saltus Maximus. I know Venom is a new recruit. They just got him back from Envy, so likely we'll see him hop in. Maybe Saltus Maximus hop in. Likely they'll mix up lineups. On the flip side, we've got ZT, a powerhouse this season. Of course, Sir Void, been playing for many seasons at this point. A lot of experience, a lot of firepower, and recently he's been grinding the game like it's no one's business and bringing a lot to the table. Cards, of course, previously Rexic, and before that I want to say Adrian Bet, other captain of ZT. Been improving a lot lately. You'll see him in pubs, you'll see him in OP Worlds. Look out for that guy. Of course, QuestX, the strategic mastermind behind ZT, and in his own right, a very, very strong player. Previously on Phoenix, I remember playing him on my very first scrim in this game. This guy's been around forever, and he knows core strats that are going to be important for ZT. Of course, man with a perm, previously on Sky, moving up in the ranks, now on ZT. Been bringing a lot to the table, a lot of mechanical skills. We'll be looking forward to see what he brings to the table. Toast, of course, originally captain of Iron. It's been hopping around teams a little bit, finally settling on ZT this season. And of course, really, no need for introduction there. Toast is an extremely strong player. Honestly, I want to say every single player right now, well known for their mechanical abilities. It's going to be a good one in terms, I think this will be more of a battle of who can bring the best strat. And between the two teams, it's going to be hard to say who has the edge here. A lot of intelligence between these two teams, and I'm looking forward to what they bring. Especially on Volcano, we have not seen a lot of core metas being fleshed out in Volcano yet. So, for me, this is more than just a cast. This is me to kind of delve into the mind of how comp Volcano is going to go. Is it going to be quick? Is it going to be fast? Or is it going to be really long and prolonged like you would see with a Corey? If I had to make an assumption, a guess, I think it would fall somewhere between the lines of both Corey and Waterway. Could be potentially fast. We could see sub 3s, sub 5s, or potentially a Corey, very extended. Or more like a 2-1. And perhaps early in the season, maybe we'll see really quick matches, or early in the life cycle of of Volcano. Really quick ones. Then it will be more extended once teams really start to learn how to defend, and then later on, once the map really gets well developed and people really start learning it, maybe we'll start seeing really quick wins again. That being said, we are on minute 7, just waiting for the last player from ZT to come back into the lobby. Now they're full with their full lineup, and as I suspected, Smacks sitting as their 5th on loop. From chat, if you're listening, any predictions? What do you guys think? Who's gonna take this one, or do you think it's gonna go all the way to a control point? Let us know. In the meantime, go ahead and take a gander at some of the stats and standings. Currently, in terms of SR, season ranking, and this is different than MMR, which is the final playoffs ranking, has its own formula. But in terms of season ranking, Loop sits at the 4th spot. Currently the fourth seed in terms of... Yeah, actually. Oh no. I'm trying to read this. I think they are still 4th in MMR, but also 4th in season ranking. ZT sits at the 6th spot. It's still early on, not quite halfway through the season of cycle 3. So there's still a lot of movement here. But Loop 4th versus ZT 6th. I suspect a very, very well matched and even across the board. Texas Hook'em. ZT upset in CP. M 2-0 in favor of ZT. People saying Thieves are gonna take this. Immortal's gonna take this. Looks like some ZT and Non-Golem doing some early cardio. Both teams now circled in the center, getting ready to go, just waiting on that thumbs up, and we'll be headed out here. Once again, payload, league, payload mutator, and the team chat mutator. Currently, the height mutator is not in play. We'll have to wait till they fix the bugs on that before they put it back. In the meantime, there's been discussion about seeded mode. That has its own set of issues, so we'll see. We'll see if they pull the height mutator, standardized height, back. Some of the players getting, likely restarting their game. Make sure everything is prepped and primed and ready. All players back. I think they're ready to go. Thumbs up all around. We'll give the drone go ahead, and we're going to see a start here in a couple seconds. Golem checking out the mutators, and here we go. ZT versus Loop, Loop versus ZT. Let's do this. And actually, I will take this time
to start.
to... Gosh. I knew I should have fixed this earlier. Yeah, that's the water effect. Alright, we're gonna just... Ugh, that's ugly. We'll just have to play with it. Alright, we'll get some Laz action here to start off.
2, 1, go.
ZT on push. Yeah, first push. Laz with the double SFG is going to be holding down the water. Nice a pick on Coast to start us off. Some early pressure on Cart. Laz with the 2 pick. He'll go down to Servoid, clear the Cart, and get some pushing in. Cars back on the Cart. You know, I think that's an appropriate name for a cart pusher, is Cars. lot of mobility there. Loop pushing into water, and they got a nice setup here. Defensive setup. It's just the meta these days. As soon as you clear the house area, you immediately push in front of cart. Hold. Turns into a choke point here between the hook room and water. Servoid. Nice pick on Willow. And another on Lat. Servoid now with his 4-0 on a little kill streak here and holding it down well. Yeah, I can tweak the mini-map a little bit. Let's see. They just recently updated Hyperdash. I thought I had this fixed. Yeah, it does that. I'll just make it smaller. We'll just have to do it. In the meantime, Loop has been getting a really nice defense here. Cart stopped in the middle of water. And this is not where they want to be stopped. They want to be around that bend with plenty of time. Already slowed down, I want to say, 10 to 20 seconds. Scroll up to hide water. Oh my gosh. What a save. Thank you.
Yo.
Or you are a lifesaver.
I'm just gonna yeah, turn off the height of the water. Oh, you figured it out.
A little bigger.
There
we go.
You got
Sweet,
it.
we got it. Teamwork. Right, back to the action. Servoid on cart. Nice dodge off. I don't know if that's the best pick at this point. They need to keep pushing that cart, and cart is currently being avoided, and this is not where they want to be. Loop in the meantime, fully set up. Rockets go down. Not Golem getting taken out. Servoid protecting, droning that cart, shadowing it with his life. And Servoid getting a lot of work done here in the early round. 13-1. I just noticed that. Servoid going crazy. Quest 6, 12-5. However, it makes you question if they've could have had a little bit more of that focus on cart. They probably would have been a lot further with the kill power they've got. Servoid taking a nice pocket peek around, taking out Willow, and they've got plenty of space here to get a big push. And the cart is moving. Loop a little bit on their heels, trying to get set back up. They've lost hook. Ooh, Cars with a suicide on the cart. Hate to see it. And Loop once again set up, battling in a hook, and they will take out the hook player. Potential group up from ZT here. Cars getting ready to set up the hook flank. 3 and hook on ZT's side. Cars about to push. Here's the push. Nice dodge off cart by Cars. Lots of red streaks all around. Battle, death, mayhem, Blat, quest, sex on cart. And a nice rocket fight. Knock Golem staying alive. Servoid will take him out. Willow will trade him. And a nice movement by Willow and hook to take out 2. He'll go down to Cars coming down main rail. Cars looking to use that really nice long-range accuracy. Take another pick on Laz. And another on Knock Golem. Cars going crazy. Waiting for his teammates on a push. And they got a lot of momentum here. ZT with a team wipe. Another, oh, this is looking really close with a minute 42. Huge push in the late pre-checkpoint phase. Willow getting on that cart. But ZT barely slowing down. Multiple on cart. Toast winning one fight. Laz with the final pick. And slow it down, but with still plenty of time remaining. A likely checkpoint. And it'll turn push up alone. Oh, and it'll get stuck on main rail. It's red bodies on cart. One single rocket. Lat. Servoid will take him out. And cart is across the checkpoint with a minute and 11 seconds. That is a lot of time on Abyss. And it's going to feed well into this post-checkpoint phase. DT already pushing up into Jelly and trying to create some space here. Willow getting picked. Classics finishing him off. We're seeing on cart some picks around with a lot of fight towards Jelly on the lab hall. ZT double stacking on cart in this phase. A good choice on their part. Make up some time before they get to the really infamous 80% hold region. Heading on into the 5th section of the map, Surface. In the meantime, looking at scores right now, I guess we'll pop it off. But in general, things much more in favor of ZT. Every single one of their players already in the double digits. Top fragging right now is Zervoid, 24-8. Wessex not close behind, pretty close behind, 22-12. Cart's been cruising a while. This lab hall been very much in favor of ZT. Some flanks and hook, but in general, I think Jelly has been held primarily by a ZT player this entire time. Loop struggling to get around this defense. Defense on their offense. Cars with low on health dodges off so you can get a pick before he goes down. Wessex will take out Saltus Maximus. Lat coming into Jelly, trying to get some space. Gets a pick on Servoid. They're going up with a teammate, gonna hit Cart here. Nice pick on Man with a perm, and that'll clear Cart. Desperately in need of space. This is the space they might need. With 5 minutes, we're already seeing some estimations about ZT getting into the 90s. And I think they could. It's a possibility. 100% very hard on this map, especially with teams as closely matched as this. But generally, it falls in the 80%, high 80s, low 90s once they get past checkpoint. Servoid coming in, avoiding 2 loot members, and it looks like they will. Oh, Salt looking in the wrong direction when Servoid comes back. Servoid will get 1, helped with the teammate will get the other. And this is a deep push for ZT. They got so much space here. Loop getting held in their spawn, and they're really struggling. Getting pushed back this far means they cannot get the loop. They cannot get the flank dash, that short flank there. All they have access to is the stair dash and their own dash. Knock on cheeky little spot with a rocket on Quest holding down that flank, and such a crucial flank. Man, Perm gets 1. Lat will trade him out. Another hook. Toast will take him out. And oh, a nice headshot on Smacks. And another on Willow. Toast pushing Cart now. Big play. ZT with a push. Toast alone. And he'll battle. Finally, some ZT members coming in. Knock on coming in like a rocket to take out the Cart player. Man with a perm. Take out Laz. A lot of space. Shocks coming in. Is Saltus Maximus with those shocks. Some free fires into the flank. Salt low on health. Trying to get a nice angle here, but he knows he's exposed. He will go for double. Likely go for a suicide attempt. Make use of... Oh, an interesting spot there. I didn't even know you could do that. Riding the edge of that wall there. Toast to take out 1. Once again on Cart. Toast making a lot of emphasis getting those picks while on Cart and getting movement done. Knock on trying to little battle there. Night Golem with a nice curve. Oh, and I don't know how, but Knock on managed to survive. Carts will finally take him out. And he'll take out 2, making good use of those shotguns. Finally going down to Willow. Willow holding and taking out Servoid on a 2-pick now. Big battle here. Who's gonna win? Oh, and he's low, and he didn't have enough. Toast hanging on for life. Get the health. And to get another pick, Lateralis. Laz will take him out. Lots of trades here. Cart finally getting stalled in the 75% region. 2.5 minutes. Still plenty of time for Cart to get moving. But Loop with a really nice defense here. And trying to create some space in the flank. Lateralis with the pick. Toast coming once again from the C room. Big battle in the flank. Wessex coming out on top. Lots of trades here. Cars getting on cards. What's really slowing down ZT right now is the just the sheer amount of heavies coming from Loop. And with their spawn advantage, these heavies are constantly flowing in. Oh, nice pick by Smacks to stop the dash stealer. Still no bodies on Cart. ZT looking to group up and gain control of the area. Luke getting ready for this push. It looks like it's come in. Focus on the heavies. And another pick. Smacks making good work of his heavies. He'll go down. Servoid finally take him out. That's getting a pick on Servoid. Is that my mouse? Jeez. Toast with a pick on Willow. And Smacks will take him out. Smacks with another. Smacks making so much work of these heavies. Oh. Did he kill himself? Flat coming in, clearing the way. Classic's treading him out. A little bit of trickle on ZT's part, but Classic's getting a lot of work done on his own. Looking to see if he can somehow survive. It'll get the stair dash on the flank. Classic's getting so much work done while his teammates are on cart. Oh, that was close to a team wipe, but Laz barely hanging on there and getting a pick on man with a perm. 10 seconds left remaining, 84%. See if they get this overtime push. Classic's barely hanging on. And they... what? You know, I'm not sure what happened there. I thought that was overtime.
Switching sides.
I'm confused. I really am. If someone could explain that to me, I'm not sure why there wasn't overtime there. I saw. Whatever. We'll get some Classics action here in the second half. Looking at scores. Right now, leading the way, man with a perm. So much cart time, 34-26. Leading for ZT in terms of kills. 39, barely going to Servoid for top. Classics doing super well late. 38-26 for Luke. 31, Lateralis leading the way, followed closely by Laz, who is actually top scoring on Luke. Couple more reds in the area, but Loop are getting wiped out here, and this is looking like a bad start for Loop. Oh, they do get a couple clears, but still multiple reds in the area. They're gonna try to do an early push, knowing just Cards catches Willow off guard to secure that flank, and water possession goes to ZT. Good choice there. Steal the dash and head into the flank area. But look, really utilizing that spawn advantage and card objective, the card constantly moving, even despite the amount of control that ZT has. We'll see if it pays off for them once they head in onto water. Otherwise, making very good time. Willow trying to create some space. Red streaking right past him. Cars will take him out. Big battle. Cars winning it, taking out Lazarus. And another pick on Lat. Hart finally stopped. Max not realizing his teammate died to the left, and he'll go down. Lat gets I think it's a single pick, but plenty of space now. Luke needing to push up and create space in front of water. Get that bottleneck set up. And with the perm taking out Lazarus. And a pick on cart. ZT once again with possession of water. It's not a position that Luke wants to be in at this point. That being said, they're about at the same time as ZT was. But map control looks very different. I suspect their incline push, Loop's incline push, is going to be a little bit more difficult than what ZT had. Couple trades there. Classics and Laz trading out. Loop finally getting some movement. You see a shield on cart. Black coming out on top in the hook and get a pick on Toast. And we got space. Luke now with an opportunity to really make up some ground here. Pushing up, holding the front area. Big battle. And reaching here, Toast taking out Lateralis. Two on cart. Both will go down instantly. And Willow will go down to man with the perms rockets. ZT pushing up, trying to get water control. Create a lot of space. And honestly, this is the ideal strat. ZT pushing up, multiple players from ZT pushing up into water. And this is going to really prevent not only a group opportunity by Loop, but also if they can steal any of the dashes, that's a lot of momentum from Loop that they wouldn't have. Oh, this is going to be a big thorn in Loop's side. Loop players slipping through, but Man with the Perm shutting them down with his rockets. And still alive, Man with the Perm. Finally taking out Willow. Got a little splash damage on that first rocket. He's low. And still low. I'm not sure how he's alive. Can he survive it? No, Willow will take him out. Go down and take out Toast. Huge push here, 2 minutes. Willow with a nice headshot. They've got so much space. And he gets another on Man with the Perm. Willow going absolutely crazy. Classic Stats got one. Cart is super close. This huge push by Loop. Classics will take out 3 though. But another player on Loop's side coming in, and they'll finish off just inches away from their own checkpoint with at least, I want to say, about 30 seconds ahead of ZT's pace. That was a huge push. Oh, and they managed to slip by. Lots of trades. Not sure what happened. ZT coming out on top of that. I want to say it was a half blue push. Snacks coming with a rocket. ZT looking to push up. Oh, a good use of that shield. Staying alive. Saltus Maximus backing him up. And that's not Golem. That was some excellent shield work. And that's checkpoints. Without 8 seconds ahead of where ZT was. This is as close. Oh man, this is a nail biter. It's close. Triple stack on Loop's side, getting some early cart movement. They'll be looking to secure the flanks, get into Jelly, secure the flank. I'm gonna go see what. Looks like Lab is currently taken control by ZT. Smacks get a nice pick. And Loop have really picked up on their frags. That frag domination that we saw early on by ZT. Lots of players in the 40s from Loop's side. And I think this is just what sometimes needs to happen. Teams needing to just put in some minutes, get warmed up. Even despite their own warm-ups, match pace is so different from scrim or even pub play. A lot of battle here in the Jelly. Battle, however, happening nowhere near cart. We're seeing some red streaks near cart now, though. Nice pick by Man with the Perm on Willow. Trying to secure that C room. Another pick on Saltus Maximus, Man with the Perm. And another triple. Willow taking him out. Battle on cart. Car's coming out on top. Using that cart for a little cover there, not Golem. Taking the W on that fight. And Loop really struggling to get some space here. ZT really putting on a lot of pressure here in the hall. I'm not really sure what's happening in flank, but a lot of Loop players coming on in main. Not Golem getting a pick. Getting some space. Gets Man with a Perm. Looking for that 3, and he does! And a 4. Not Golem going absolutely nuts. And a 5. Not Golem, you madman. What a killer, dude. He'll finally go down Servoid, taking him out. But this really allows a lot of space on Loop's side to push up, and we've been seeing cart move practically the entire time. It's well into Jelly now. Willow here in the flank. So you can steal some dash pickups, pop shots on their spawn. Takes out one, will go down. Car's taking him out. But he's getting shot from the balcony. Lateral is coming in. Surprising Cars on main rail, and we're seeing we had a double stack briefly. And I'm still reeling from that not Golem push. We typically see him on cart. I love to see a cart player manage to get some space and get some picks. Really shows the power. Good cart focus on Loop's side. Rockets though. Man with the perm. Getting a lot of work done. Jelly possession in ZT's favor. But Loop coming in. They're using constant pressure at this point, but they need a group up here. ZT now back in possession of Loop will take the flank route. 3 in flank, 2 on main. About to push cart here, organized. Need to take out man with the perm. Toast, nice movement on cart, but Willow will take him out. A lot of trades here. Cart's coming out on top. It looks like Loop's push was shut down. Cart's trying to push up, create some space in the lab. It's low. I like the pre-fire. Yep, got pinched in the C room. Oh, trying to get on cart. Honestly, not getting on cart saved his life for the briefest moment from those rockets. We're seeing a really nice defense here on ZT's side. They're really well set up, and they're trying to create some forward space. They know the importance of this flank route. Lilu asking, where is Venom? And that's a really good question. Venom coming back for Loop. Arguably, mechanically, one of their strongest players. Not really sure where he is now. Availability issues, most likely. Servoid with the pick. Actually, no. They just changed. The Loop cannot play Venom on their first. That's right. Just realized that. Double stack. Holy cow, 2 minutes. This is looking like it's going to be a win for Loop, and it is. Loop take it with 2 minutes remaining and a huge push in the post checkpoint. Up until this point, it's been very, very close. But the jelly play from Loop overwhelms ZT to take them and get them a win here. And now at this point, it's all about in the mark. And I noticed that as soon as they hit Jelly, ZT really struggled to get control of Jelly. But whatever Loop did in that Jelly phase of their post-checkpoint push, they did it extremely well. Car's the pick on Cart. Nice pick on Willow. He's got 2. Car's been putting a lot of work here. Which is really interesting. The amount of firepower coming from ZT is really impressive. Cars, even though they're bottom fragging off, still going positive. And really kills around the board on ZT. So well rounded. All in the 60s. Cars also going positive. Scores fairly similar as well.
1 minute remaining.
Minute remaining. Loop on the cusp of 90%, and there goes the 90. Potential here for 100 if they can get multiple team lines, but this spawn advantage on ZT's side gonna be a big boon in the favor of ZT. You know, it is not common to see 100% onto this. That last little bit, it's so difficult with the balcony, with the heavies, with the dash pickups, and the spawn advantage in favor of the red team. 20 seconds remaining. Still about a little over 8%. Toast super low on health.
9, 8, 7,
Nagalon gets 1.
5, 4, 3,
Cars, nasty flank to get Nagalon.
1. Time
And that'll be it.
17 wins.
Loop still with the W. About 6%, 7% in favor of Loop. Still a fairly close payload. Let's look at scores and kills. Killed in favor of Loop. We've got Lazarus coming out on top, 8,000 points, leading his team in score, 67-71. Also top fragging. Second frag going to Willow. Top frag for ZT, Questex, 72-56. Really showing his experience and firepower. Really doing it well in the second half. Top score, however, a really impressive 8,800 in zone 1656. Loop will take that first map. And I will say, I'm not super surprised. Loop have been one of the best teams on an Abyss map. You know it well. And back when the checkpoint had that shock pickup there, they would hold even teams at that checkpoint. So much so that the devs had to take away the shock. It's just too overpowered. Loop really pioneered that strategy for that hold. I'll say like a year and a half ago. Oh, I shouldn't play the intro again. We go to this while we go to the second map. That was played on San Jose. Likely seeing a server change. Here's Washington. Likely more in favor of ZT. You know, Loop are a very West favored side. West favorite team. And the map everyone's likely been waiting for. Our first Volcano domination match in Dash League. I should really brush up on the callouts too, honestly. Just got messaged by Not Gollum. They're gonna switch going to Laz's server. So let's go back to the main screen. It is a New York server. So let's talk about Volcano a little bit. Okay. Pull up my map. So Volcano's interesting. There's a lot of verticality with Volcano that comes into play that a lot of the other maps don't. There is verticality on Waterway, a little bit on Quarry, not too much, but you got that 3 levels towards B that's going to be a game changer for a lot of teams. Got a shield pickup, unique pickup on Volcano, the only shield pickup in our comp maps. Sits right under that B button. For the spawns, each spawn's button is, I want to say, about a dash extra away from the spawn. So it's a little bit out of reach. And with the dash pickup in favor of that team to hit that flank route towards the opponent's dash, means there's going to be a lot of pressure on each team's button that you got to contend with. There's also a lot of rotation in this map. If you know your routes right, you can actually rotate from dash to dash with almost little to no interruption. So we'll likely see a lot of pressure on each team's base. Those are my thoughts, my initial thoughts. We'll have to see how these teams played out, but let's get started here.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Red takes A. First elimination. Red takes C.
Really pressured by Sir Void taking their own button. However, Loop has B currently, and they're set up at B. Sir Void looking in to push into Loop's base. Gets a nice pick on Wello.
Red
Beast.
takes C. Red team.
And a countdown
countered.
by ZT. Had possession of B. Lost it though, not Golem. But Car's deep in Loop's side here.
Red takes
He'll take the
B.
long flank. He's eyeing that dash pickup, and he's going to go for it.
Countered.
Another brief countdown. Loop a little bit in a bind here. And really needing to clear the base. A little flip booking. Blatt will get the pick on Cars. And secure his own button.
Blue takes B.
Haven't seen too much B
Red takes B.
action on the main screen. But lots of trades here. Laz coming out on top on B's side. They don't have ZT's button though.
Red takes C.
ZT now only with Loop's button. Cars, once again, that really nasty flank, and Loop's got to consider that.
Blue takes A.
And he's just going to keep stealing Loop's dash
Red
pickup here.
takes A.
Little flank from B.
Blue
4
takes C.
will take back.
Red takes B.
And I just realized, 4 coming in. He wasn't playing for the payload. Saltus Maximus had that honor with those heavies.
Red takes
There were no
red
substitutions
team.
for ZT.
Score.
ZT with the
Countered.
countdown, 3 alive.
Red
Countered at
team countered.
Countered at B. But Cars once again set up in Loop's base.
Red team
Four with a nice
countered. Blue takes B.
Backstab there.
Red takes B.
Loop really will 4 really holding down that
Blue takes
red
B.
flank. Toast gets the pick on B, gains possession.
Red
Things kind of
takes
slowing
A.
down here. Was expecting to see some
Red takes
points
red
here in the
team.
first 5 minutes.
Scores.
ZT with another
Countered.
countdown, but once again countered
Red
4,
team
getting that honor.
countered. Red team scores 3. Countered.
Oh, you know what I have?
Red team scores 3. 2. Countered. Red team countered.
Yes, that's all.
Red team scores 3. 2. Countered. Blue takes
ZT have gotten
blue team
multiple
scores
countdowns. Oh,
in 3,
Loop with their first countdown,
2.
but for ZT
Countered.
Live, they should be an easy counter.
Red
Countered at B,
takes
man
C.
with perm. ZT have really been putting on most of the pressure. Up until this point, Loop countdown, 3 alive.
Blue
ZT.
team scores in 3, 2. Countered.
Oh, Willow missed a dash. He hit the ledge there and he went down trying to get that button hold. And that might have been it. Hate to see it, but
Red takes
that's not it's not a
B.
common
Blue takes A.
angle teams know at this point.
Blue team countered.
Countdown, counted at their base.
Red takes C.
Shut down their flank towards B. Surfboard coming in to the Loop's side. Oh, and a nice pick on Not Golem. Turbo getting work done. Not Golem knows he's there
Red
though.
team scores countered.
Countdown.
Blue team scores in 3, 2. Countered. Red team countered. Blue team score countered. Blue teams countered. Blue
Loop struggled
team
the first few minutes of this,
scores
but they've been
in
putting a
3.
lot of
Countered.
pressure.
Red takes A.
Feels early on much in the favor of ZT. Loop starting to get their flow.
Blue takes A.
We'll see if they
Red
can
takes
actually
C.
lock down a countdown. Same with ZT.
Red
A lot of
team
countdowns,
countered.
but just as many counters. Lat. Pick on Czars. Cars. Ooh, Classic's anticipating that spot.
Blue takes A.
Win the fight on Lat. And he get a pick on Willow.
Blue team scores in
Countdown,
3.
4,
Countdown.
3 alive.
Blue team scores in 3.
Nice
2,
pick.
1.
And that's it. That's a team wipe. That's a point. First point going to Loop. And not on their map server preference as well. Loop now with the advantage. Just over 5 minutes here.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Golem goes
Blue takes
racing
C.
for that dash pickup. He gets it even before ZT can get to that dash pickup. What a route. Holy cow, I gotta go back and watch that. That was incredible.
Red
But
takes
ZT
C.
clears him out quickly. A lot of loss of momentum there.
Blue takes C.
Laz getting B.
Blue
Hit the
takes
button a couple
B.
times. He gets it on a final attempt. Classics trades him out though.
Blue takes A.
And a nice pick on 4. Straight out of spawn.
Red takes C. Red team countered. Red takes A.
Big battle at ZT's base.
Red
ZT
takes
gets
A.
possession back. Lat heading in on to B. And a pick from behind. Gotta get that dash pick up and quick and run. And he's low. But he manages to slither out of there. No clue how he managed to do that. Countdown ZT. Countered. And another. Countdown. And another.
Red takes B.
Laz winning the pick.
Blue takes B.
Most of the action right now at B.
Red takes B.
The spawn locking is such a change of pace. We see a little bit of that on
Blue team
Waterway and Corey,
scores
but
in countered.
it's part of a core meta so far on
Blue
Volcano.
takes B.
Gotta
Red
spot.
team
You gotta put the pressure in on their spawn.
Blue takes C. Red takes C. Countered.
And with that little extra towards their own button. Only 2 alive. ZT, however, losing B, letting a full
Red
Loop team spawn in.
countered.
Lat locking down his own base.
Blue takes
Not
A.
making a move towards B though. Predetermined routes. The fight right now in Loop's base. Really much in favor of B. Finally pushing up. Did he miss that
Blue
shotgun?
takes B.
He missed the shotgun. He goes down to toast.
Red takes B. Blue
Things
takes A.
starting to slow down a little bit
Red
here.
takes A.
ZT really gets a deep possession of B, and this gives them easy access to Loop's base. This is what Loop's really been struggling with right here.
Red takes C. Blue takes C.
Toast gaining possession of Loop's base with a teammate. They've currently got their own,
Red
and
team
Loop
scores
countdown.
in countered.
brief moment at
Blue
B.
takes B.
Loop taking ZT's base, opposite bases.
Countered. Red takes B. Red team score countered. Red
So,
team
if you notice the
scores.
switches, I promise it's not me just ran. Oh, countdown, ZT, counted at B.
Red takes B.
But like I said, if it suddenly switches at such an inopportune time, it's the
Blue takes
the
B.
the camera automatically switches to wherever it was the countdown counter happened to see the action, so
Blue takes A.
that's why.
Red takes A.
Lat rushing in. Goes down in ZT's base.
Red takes B.
ZT with possession at B as well. Loop only with the button. 4 alive. ZT countdown. Trying to get the counter. They don't get it in time. Toast barely hanging on. I don't think he even had the button, but he got the pick. And that's a 1-1. ZT coming back with their own. We are currently tied up at a 1-1.
In 3.
No team in favor.
2,
10 minutes now.
1.
Only 15 remaining.
Go.
And an excellent play by
Red
ZT.
takes A.
Bring it back. Last X's a little out of position. Hanging on for dear life. Not Golem will take him out. See if he has enough to get that spawn dash on ZT. They don't have B though, but he'll get an early look at ZT's face. Laz coming into B. Oh, he misses the button, but he does get the pick on Questex. He's got to get the button though.
Blue takes B.
He'll get another pick on Toast.
Red takes B.
Cars chasing him though. And Laz will take the final frag on Cars. Hey, Luke, countdown. 3 alive. 2 alive. Countered by Servoid at B. Cars will gain possession back at their base. Another blue countdown. Oh, and a delayed button push. Multiple counters. ZT gaining back possession of their base. And B.
Blue takes B.
Questex taking out now Golem.
Red
Low on
takes
dash
B.
though. Use every ounce of movement he can get. Willow taking him out at B. Got Laz heading into ZC's space.
Blue team scores.
Here's the
Counter.
countdown.
Blue teams
On the
counter.
countdown.
Blue teams
So a lot of ZT
countered.
still alive.
Red
Cars
takes
getting the
C.
pick on Laz.
Blue takes A. Red
Cars
takes
gets the pick
A.
on Lat. Laz trades him out.
Countered. Blue
Counter at
countered.
B.
Red team scores.
And a ZT countdown. 3 alive. Willow, not Golem. Lat. Only Willow, not Golem. Not Golem with the counter. Toast rummaging around Loop's base. Takes the
Blue
dash.
takes B.
It's a good delay of time for him alone. He needs as much movement as he can get, and he'll take out with Laz.
Red team
AT
scores.
countdown,
Counter.
3 alive.
Countered.
Looks like a countered miss briefly. Laz, 4 will come back and get that. A lot of activity on B. ZT really holding the map.
Red team scores.
The red countdown, 1 at B, 1 at Loop's base, and they get the count.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
That low coming into B. Oh, we can see Lava Depth? No, he'll go for the shield. First shield we've seen on camera.
B.
He is encased in yellow currently.
Red takes B.
But he's got about the hit points of a regular health person, so he's going to go down pretty quickly.
Blue takes A.
Had absolutely no
Blue
health.
team score.
Blue
Countered.
countdown, countered at B pretty easily. ZT with almost their entire team at B. And sliding straight into Loop's base. Wow.
Red takes C.
But Nala Golem is deep in ZT's base. They gotta send people to contest, and they do! 2 of them coming in
Red
back to their
takes
button. They easily take out Nala Golem.
A. Blue takes C.
Willow
Blue
getting
team
movement,
scores
countdown,
in
4 alive.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and a nice button hold! Whoa! Willow sacrifices his life, sneaking in front of Cars, and gets the button. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And that, folks, that is how you do a button hold.
3, 2,
I love that.
1. Match point.
Match point in favor of Loop. They need 1 more
Blue takes C.
to win this.
First elimination.
Currently, the map is in favor of Loop, and
Red
it's in
takes
favor
red team.
match-wise.
Scores. Countered.
They take this, the last point, and it's game
Red
over.
team scores. Countered.
ZT countdown. A lot of pressure
Red
here.
team
ZT with the
countered.
countdown.
Red team countered.
I want to see scores real quick. Currently, Willow on top with Laz, both with 11,000.
Red takes
Laz 147.34. A lot of KDs on ZT. Toast leading the way 50-30. Top score right now, Servoid,
team scores.
45
Countered.
2-0 in favor of Loop right now. 10 minutes, 10 and a half remaining. ZT putting pressure on Loop's base.
Blue takes
Cars
B.
with a nice flank. Scout low on health Willow.
Red takes C.
Pressing on B. This is the last button they
Red
need for this
team
countdown. Countdown and
scores
ZT.
3, 2, counter.
Oh no!
Red takes C.
Toast dodging out of the way last second. I don't know how he survived, but he did. And secures and keeps
Red
it in
team
favor of ZT. He's a countdown for ZT.
Red
Trades
team
here. Man with perp coming in. It's a pick on Lat. He'll go down 4. Winning the battle at their base. A little bit of flip booking on 4 side. Pretty soon. Might be in the mid. What if it's me? What if it's the server? Or now on B.
Blue team countered.
ZT currently with Loop and their own. They get B for a brief countdown. Loop once again in possession of B. Loop is really spread across the map though.
Blue takes A.
And an opportunity for a countdown if they get ZT's base. Oh no, if they get their own base. Cars being such a menace. And really that's been such a pattern here. Cars doing so much work in Loop's base.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
9 minutes remaining. ZT pushing into Loop's base. And we got a pretty deep hold on Loop's base actually. And B as well.
Blue takes B. Red takes
But no one getting Loop's button. Loop now with their button and B. And this countdown ZT only servoided man with perp. Oh no, not going. This is the button. And that's going to be a crucial mistake. The entirety of ZT's team now respawning. They had such a big opportunity there. That one button push to lock them in. Oof. You know he knew his mistake the moment it happened. It happens, but give ZT more time to work. And they need all the time they can get. Countdown. Countered. ZT with 8 minutes remaining. They have to get 2 more points if they want to stay in this match.
Red team scores.
Right, countdown. 3 alive. Blaz not going and Lat. Blaz with the counter up B.
Red takes A. Blue team scores in 3,
Countdown. Not calling with a deep button hold. Low on health, he'll go down. ZT regaining possession of their base, trying to push into B. Cars once again, unsurprisingly, deep in Loop territory.
Red takes C. Red team countered. Red countered.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where Cars is. Not realizing Cars went all the way to B. Coming back, Nargolem with a nice pick. And a really nice, this is what I'm talking about. Full rotate all the way around. Loop countdown, only 2 alive. Big opportunity, 4 alive.
Blue takes B.
Oh, didn't switch off.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Red countered.
ZT countdown. Big fight.
Blue takes B. Red takes C.
Man with perp coming out on top.
Red team
B in possession of ZT.
Blue takes B.
Luke using that flank, heading on ZT's base, but they're about to get pinched from multiple angles. They're
Countered.
cut down. He's slowing down a little bit here in the final minutes. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Still 2-1 in favor of Luke.
Blue takes C.
ZT needing 2 points to stay in the match. Still very possible they can muster up
Blue takes B.
whatever they've got left. Both teams with players spread across the map. Cars sitting pretty
Blue
in Luke's
takes
base.
B.
And honestly,
Blue takes C.
probably the single reason why this map hasn't ended yet.
Red
finally going
takes
down.
B.
Some fancy maneuvers. Zars, however, not being
Red
distracted will
takes
take
C.
him out.
Red takes
Good battle here. Car's going down. Not Golem. Coming back from the dead to help his teammate.
Blue takes B.
Willow gets B. The giant mouse
Blue
on that mini
takes
screen.
B.
Class X taking out not Golem.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Lots of trades at B. Big battle at B. Ultimately, we'll go in the favor of ZT. 3 on B. We'll head straight into Loop's base from B.
Red takes C. Blue team scores.
countdown.
Encountered.
The B possession not in favor of Loop. ZT still holding on to B. Oh, did something happen?
Blue team countered. Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
5 minutes remaining.
Blue takes B.
Long shot, Servoid. Nice headshot at distance, and it's get a pick on Willow. They go for a third against Laz, and that's gonna be huge. Oh, but he can't get the dash pickup. Finds himself out of place. Willow will take him out.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Nice, nice pick on Willow. Oh, but he missed the butt and the dash that came with it.
Encountered.
Man with Perm with the counter. Trying to rush into B. Oh, bad spot to be in. He's low on dash. Alone. Not Golem. Take him out. Dash superiority. Not Golem not realizing players behind him, but now he does. Battle here. Servoid will take him
Red
out.
takes B.
Servoid with a pick. 2 at ZT's flank.
Blue
Oh, but he probably should have stuck with that flank. Blue winning the ZT battle. Only 2 alive.
Blue team scores.
Now the countdown cars, man with a perm. Was this yet? Oh, he missed the button push. Oh, button hold. Oh my gosh.
Red takes
Will unable to duplicate what he did earlier to win that point. ZT will get the counter. Another 3 and 30. Things looking kind of bleak for ZT. They've got to get another point at least to get the tiebreaker. And sudden.
Blue team scores in 3, 2.
Oh, only cars! And he won't get it. Loop finally winning that last point, a 3-1. And this is a solid victory for them, ultimately. Let's look at the final scores. Willow celebrating, and with good reason, 17,000 points in his favor, 51-61, really objective focus, but high fragging Laz, 16,000, 72-52, leading the map in terms of frags, really showing off that skill. Or ZT, 67-38, Servoid, and sitting with the top score on the map, 17,900. Toast second fragging. All right. Well done. It's a really exciting map, but ultimately, the win goes to Loop. And I want to say, a little bit more organization. ZT did put a lot of pressure on Loop on that Volcano, especially in their own base, but the timing was very much in favor of Loop. So, still, early on in the season, lots still to happen. Both teams with their second map in the cycle. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's the final Thank you for everyone that joined today. Appreciate y'all being here. If you've enjoyed this content, as always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, keep an eye out for Dash League. I think Servoid's usually the one that comes up and posts that in the comments. Obviously not here because he's actually playing. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I've been Kastle. This has been Dash League Network. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday evening.